quick like cat. Got cat like a reflex.
That's it. One of them.
Of course. Alright. We ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys. As you can see, I was getting the plug wires put on our, what we're going to call a shop chopper, which means it's not for sale. We're going to keep this one. So everybody was involved with the picking of the paint scheme, the forks, whether to black it out, whether to keep it chrome. And what we've got is, why we call it the shop chopper is, it's made up of all the used parts we had. So what we had was a 350 that was blown up. So we got with our motor builder and asked him to build us a motor, and he says, well, what are you after? And we said, well, we don't want a 350 back. So got to digging around, and he has decided to build us a 396, which is a bored and stroked 350. That ought to be awesome. And as you can see, we've also got Vitek fuel injection that we're going to run on this one. And which, when it comes to hooking the fuel injection up to it, it's a whole lot different than a carburetor. A lot more wires, external fuel pump, just little things like that. And as you can see back this way, there's not a whole lot of room in order to try to get all of that. And we still don't have a fuel pump or nothing in there yet, so we have really got to make good use of our space. So, and as you can see behind me, we actually got some paint in today also. And another thing about this, as you can see, 250 rear tire. We've not built 250 rear tires for, probably 5 years that I know of. So we've decided to go with a 250 rear tire on this because, like I said, it's made up of all the used parts we had. So that ought to be a smoking good time with that. And, well, I'm gonna drop that's what I'm gonna do.
Smoking good times.
Smoking good time.
Yeah. Gosh, you got me. So I don't know what else. All the help I get around here is fantastic. So anyway, like I said, made up of all the used parts we had laying around the shop. Had to make good use of it, and like I said, it is the shop bike, so it is not for sale. Which means only one thing: it's going to be the first one to sell come Daytona. Always works that way. I put the rear fender on, and of course I'll kind of give you a little demonstration of what we got.
Just bang that off of the.
Just bounce it off of that real quick. What you can see right here, we've got a lot of space in between our frame and our fender. So we're going to have to build some fender spacers. And what we use in order to do that, we've got a piece of hex stock here that we keep in stock for just such a situation. And of course, this is kind of what we end up with. We've got a radius here, which is going to fit our frame. Once we get our fender installed there. And then we take a little off of the end of it here to act as a washer on the fender, so it doesn't just bust that side of the fender out and take every bit of paint off of it. So that looks like a pretty little easy piece to build, but it's pretty time consuming. And not only that, but if you look and see exactly how rough this is, we've got to sand every one of these. Start out with 180 grit, go down to 400, down to 800, and then we'll finally finish up with 1000 grit. And then we go to the polishing wheel. But it really makes a real nice fender spacer once it is completed. Alright, we finally got completed with our spacers. Got them all polished up. Got our fender installed. Boy, it's looking good. It's coming together. Cody, heard it said many, many times, you can't put 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound sack. I beg to differ. Look at there. Mercy. And we're still not done. There is just a little bit of trimming left to do. But as you can see, we still don't even have the battery in there. Man, it's tight.